know, if there's one thing that I don't like and what I can't stand, and I can't stand spoilers. I hate spoilers. And the reason why I don't like spoilers on YouTube when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, because I noticed that there are a lot of big Dragon Ball Z YouTubers out there. And I'm not hating on these guys. I'm not hating on them. I'm not saying that my videos are more entertaining than theirs. No, no, no. That is not what I'm trying to say. But, you know, over the years, a lot of people have been trying to get me to tune in and watch these guys' YouTube videos. And I'm not going to say their names, because there's a lot of big Dragon Ball Z YouTubers out there. Now, I would only watch their videos if it's got something to do with versus, you know, versus videos. But if they are making videos, something like, hey, good evening, Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z YouTubers out there. I just got news that Toriyama said that he was gonna make Vegeta a Super Saiyan 3 or make Goku a god, something like that. I don't watch those kind of YouTube channels. Those guys doesn't do nothing but spoil it for everybody, and I don't bother to watch that shit. So for those out there who's asking me that I need to go watch those guys' videos, I'm not gonna watch it, because all those guys do is spoil it for everybody. They spoil the fun for everybody when it comes to Dragon Ball Z. See, at least back in the old days on Dragon Ball Z, back in the what's that shit called? Toonami. Back in the Toonami days of Dragon Ball Z, YouTube didn't exist back then. There was no YouTube back in the day. And you didn't have people making videos on the internet back in the day saying, oh, Goku's going to defeat Frieza. Oh, Goku's going to become a Super Saiyan in front of Frieza. You know, you didn't have nobody doing that shit back in the days of Dragon Ball Z, back in the Toonami days on Cartoon Network. You didn't have people spoil it for you. You would hear people, you know, come up to you or read it to you. Like back in my high school days, people read about it though, and they would say like, "Wow, I heard that Goku's gonna become a Super Saiyan," but very rarely that you have people coming up and just telling you shit. And I'm not saying that people doesn't have the right to tell people what's going to happen, because some people like spoilers. I don't like spoilers. I don't like spoilers because every time when I used to watch some of these guys YouTube, and some of these guys are big Dragon Ball Z fans out there. You know, these guys are big YouTubers, big Dragon Ball Z YouTubers out there. You know, when I watch some of these guys' videos, some of these guys sit there and say, because I remember before Battle of Gods came out, I remember one guy up there said that there was going to be a Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta or something like that. And I don't know, but the guy was just sitting there saying this and saying that. And come to find out, when Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods finally came out, none of that shit happened. So don't believe everything what these guys saying. I'm not telling you guys to believe everything I say. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than everybody, but don't believe what all these big YouTuber Dragon Ball Z people out there say. And I'm not saying that they're always wrong on what they say, but I just don't bother. I don't bother going there watching their videos. I just don't. I don't take the time to watch it, because all these guys do is just spoil it, just spoil the fun for everybody. And then when you watch Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't, you know, when they tell you what's going to happen, and then as soon as you watch Dragon Ball Super, then it happens sometimes, though. Like, sometimes they're right what's going to happen, and sometimes they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I be wrong on certain things that I say. But I don't come on here and say, you know, Toriyama is like, because these guys, when these guys wake up in the morning time, first thing they do is go to these Dragon Ball Z websites and see what Toriyama's got plans and what's he gonna do and stuff like that. I don't do that shit. I mean, if you guys find that cool to wake up every morning or look at Dragon Ball Z 24/7, hey, that's all y'all. But I don't do that shit. I don't wake up first thing in the morning and see what they're gonna bring out in Dragon Ball Z. I'd rather for them to surprise me. That's more to me, that's more exciting to me. I'd rather for them to just bring it out or show a commercial what they're going to show us or what's going to happen, and then instead of having somebody on YouTube sit there and tell you what's going to happen. You know, so for all those out there who's telling me about those big Dragon Ball Z YouTubers out there, I don't watch those guys' videos. Those guys are just spoilers. That's all they are. They're spoilers. Sometimes they make up shit. Cause they get so overexcited and they say certain things that don't even be true about Dragon Ball Z. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, for Trunks or Goten's gonna become Super Saiyan 4 or whatever," and then come to find out it doesn't happen. So I don't watch those guys because those guys get too overexcited about Dragon Ball Z and just say things just to get people to watch their videos. I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm sorry though, but that's all I wanted to say though. I don't watch those guys' videos, so for those out there who's trying to get me to watch those big Dragon Ball Z YouTubers, no, I don't watch their videos. It just there's spoilers out there. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm out. Peace.